The newest 100 overall card is now live in My Team.
Introducing the four-time MVP, the four-time NBA champion, and the only player to eclipse 40,000 points in the NBA, LeBron James.
LeBron is always a matchup night.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Timberwolves were all business as they came through the tunnel, determined to give their fans a reason to celebrate tonight. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. And the starting group for the Spurs. Wembanyama is the center with Sochan next to him. Then there's Devin Vassell. And there's Doc, and it's Wesley in at the point guard position. And for the Timberwolves, the two towering figures inside for him, Towns and Gobert. Conley is the point. Edwards plays on the wing. And it's McDaniels in at the three spot. This should be a fun one, Greg. Two teams that are among the most athletic in the NBA.
And I don't know if it'll be a track meet, but it will be an up-tempo game. And that's the only way these teams know how to play.
And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. Here is Doc. McDaniels defending. It's Vassell on the wing. And the pass to Doc. 6 to shoot. Passes it to Wembanyama. Here's Sochan. His three-pointers off the mark. Vassell against Edwards. And good that time.
Well, we know this about Anthony Edwards. This guy, one of the stronger guards in this game. That's a tough finish.
Here is Doc. McDaniels defending. Good on the shot.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Well, they came into that game. Looking to be physical, looking to control the boards, and they succeeded.
That control of the boards, I felt, fed their offense. There were a ton of second chances, a lot of confidence their bigs could dominate the glass.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You simply must account for Rudy Gobert and keep him off the offensive glass. He's done it his whole career.
Here's Doc. Buries it from three-point range. Doc's got 5 points so far.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Towns. Sinks that one from the post.
Now that's Karl-Anthony Towns at his absolute best. The shot making incredible from every spot on the floor.
Over to the wing. Pass to Wesley. Here is Doc. It's rebounded by Towns. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And there's Edwards on the assist from Conley.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
Pass to Doc. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And yes, it's good. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they took on the Spurs.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
Edwards against Vassell. And the Timberwolves take on 2 more.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
So much fun indoors to watch. Anthony Edwards on the floor. This kid is electric.
Kevin, this guy is part of the next generation of great players. When you look at the rising stars in this league, he's got to be near the top of that list. Unbelievable offensively, 3-level scorer, and a guy who will get down and dirty on the defensive end.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Outside Conley. The pass to Gobert. Outside Towns. 5 to shoot. Takes it inside. And Towns throws it down.
Come on now. That is 6'11", 240-plus pounds. Karl Anthony Towns on the deck to the cup. Good night.
Here is Doc. He's coming off a 19-point game against Phoenix.
Boy, and defensively, he had them off balance. He was able to come away with 4 steals.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. There's the foul. That's against Minnesota.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch. Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
There's the triple, and Doc gets it to go. Doc's got 13.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Sinks the three-pointer.
But every time he goes up now, it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Well, that's how you drive your point home right there. And so it's Minnesota with it. Passes it to Gobert. To the inside. McDaniels banked in off the glass. McDaniels got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here is Doc. McDaniels defending. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Edwards passes to Gobert. For Rudy Gobert, he is one of Here is Doc. Fires for three. It's Clark with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 13. Stripped it away. On the court for San Antonio. Wembanyama is the center with Sochan next to him. And there's Doc. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Wesley in at the one. Conley dishes to Towns. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And he recovers it. They get it back. Towns wide open. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Here's Doc. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. Doc's got 46 points. Bounce pass Conley. And stolen by Wembanyama. In transition, here come the Spurs. And McDaniels with the block. Outside Conley. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Conley's got the lead up to 13 now for the Timberwolves.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
An incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Here's Conley following the bucket by the Spurs. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, spectacular athleticism from the 7-foot center Gobert. Wow.
Stolen by McDaniels. Here's Clark. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got 8 rebounds in this game.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
And the Spurs with possession here. Following the miss by Michael Conley. Doc the pass to Vassell. Out left to the wing. Here's Sochan. Just 5 to shoot. It's stolen. Got a hand on it.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one. Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Now, here's McDaniel. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And extensive ball movement, Doris, is a beautiful style to watch. But not every good team plays that way. Why not?
I think so much of implementation of style is about the players you have. What are the strengths of your individual players? Does the point guard flourish in a pick-and-roll situation as opposed to ball movement? Does a point guard like Luka Doncic need the ball to be effective? It's all about who your personnel is.
Now, here's McDaniel. Clark outside. 6 on the shot clock. Takes the 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Hits it again. Wow.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Timberwolves leading by 12. And here is Clark. Towns finds Conley. From the stripe. And slam dunk by Gobert.
I love that Rudy left no doubt. Show off that power, Rudy.
Wesley the pass to Doc. Pass to Sochan. Here is Doc. Puts up a deep 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakout for Minnesota.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
Something else that they've had working for them is attacking the offensive glass. Boy, taking advantage and creating second chance points. Impressive.
Minnesota making a switch. Towns is checked in. San Antonio also making some changes. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Vassell, and it's Doc in for Trey Jones. Doc, good, he hits again.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. There's a minute 40 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Edwards. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. .132 left to play here in the fourth. And he comes up with the deuce. Spurs trail by 12. Here's Branham. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Well, when a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Now, here's Reed. And the call. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. You're double-checking, and the game continues on.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Anthony Edwards.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
During that last break, I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley said to his team. They said to the team, I know you guys are tired, but let's end this game strong. Let's get the win. Big last drive. Here, guys.
Thank you, David. There's a minute left in the fourth quarter. Here's Doc. And the three off target.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way, because hoisting from three is not the answer.
Towns for three. Rebounded by the Spurs.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Wembanyama passes to Doc. Traps in the tray. Doc's got 55.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Disappointing day for them. Let's see if they go down with a fight.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. At the line for your Timberwolves,
It's the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Now, Anthony Edwards has the kind of frame and skill set that can make him a force, but it all comes down to paying the price and putting in the work now.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They trail by 8. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
Some call them wins and lessons. Coach not wasting any time making his point.
Well, maybe not his time, but this game is certainly finished. Let's get it over with.
Here's Doc. They get it back. Wembanyama passes to Doc. Here's Sohan. Knocks down the trifecta. And so they foul intentionally.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
from Minnesota, with Dale Moore Jr.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Goes up off the inbound, and good! There's another.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. And so the Timberwolves take the win, probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Mike. The game is flowing for you. What is it like to be on?
Thank you, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Welcome back to 2K TV versus the world. We are going to have a special game today. We're going 3v3, and we've got community member, artist, and streamer Naomi on to take her team to hopefully a victory on her end, but we'll see. For Team 2K TV, we've got Chris, Brian, Danny, and Derek. We've got 4 players and only 3 slots, so it's up to me to bench somebody. How are you feeling about this decision that I'm about to make?
Pretty nervous.
I feel pretty good about my chances.
Hopefully I'm in the game, but if not, I'll cheer my team on from the bench.
I know what we're going up.
On the floor for the visiting Milwaukee Bucks. At guard, Pat Connaughton. At center, Brooke Lopez. At forward, Chris Middleton. At guard, Damian Lillard. It's time to meet the starting 5 for your San Antonio Spurs. 6'3", starting at guard, number 14, Blake Wesley. 6'8", at forward, number 10, Jeremy Sochan. 6'5" forward, number 24, Devin Vassell. 6'10", at forward, number 33, Doug. 7'4", at center, number 1, Victor Wembanyama.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. With Grant Hill, and here's the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. The heavyweights for this team, Middleton and Giannis at forward. Damian Lillard out there with Pat Connaughton. And it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Spurs, inside at the 4 and 5, it's Sochan and Wembanyama. Then there's Devin Vassell, and it's Doc in at the 3, the small forward. Well, the last day of the season is finally here, Smitty. Some teams will get an early vacation, others getting ready for playoff time.
Well, B.A., I'm sorry. I couldn't tell you what that early vacation feels like. I only missed the playoffs once in my entire career.
Misses the wing 3. Now Antetokounmpo. Middleton from the outside. Vassell with the rebound. Outside Wembanyama. Here's Doc. Antetokounmpo covering. The jump hook. And too long on the shot. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They're moving on after the tough loss at the hands of the Pelicans.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
It looked like there were communication breakdowns all night. Deadly, especially when you're on the road.
Hits the trifecta.
Coming into the league, scouts saw Vassell as a 3-and-D guy, but he's a good playmaker also.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
First team foul.
Antetokounmpo for three. Oh, gets the three to fall.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
On the court right now for the Bucks. At small and power forward, it'll be Middleton and Giannis. Pat Connaughton is out there with Damian Lillard, and it's Olynyk in at the center. And here is Antetokounmpo. Got a hand on it. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. A deep three. Doc, no good. Timeout call to Milwaukee. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, and it's not surprising. He's really going at the defense inside throughout the entire game. Just showing the defense no mercy whatsoever. They constantly were feeding him the ball, clearing out, and letting him do his thing.
Sohan's checked in for San Antonio. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops, give effort and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And the Spurs call time here.
It's time to give us some defense, but only to the Lakers fans. Show us what you got. Fans, let's hear it. We're all
Here's Doc. Oh, he got it! He got it!
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific mood right now.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
So it's a narrow victory for the Spurs, pulling out the W. That was an incredible night of hoops. Tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
That's it, folks. The NBA regular season is in the books. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Steve Smith, I'm Brian Anderson. Thanks for joining us tonight. So long, everybody.
.54 seconds left in the game. No one near Curry as he lets it go. No good with the triple.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They lead by 13. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
And he'll head into the second round with his confidence at its highest level. He couldn't have picked a better time to take his game up a notch. On the court for San Antonio, Wembanyama is the center with Sohan next to him. And there's Doc. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Wesley in at the point guard.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game, saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Into the lane. Doc hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Doc's got 47 points. And they're going to move on to the conference semifinals. What a performance through the entire first round. Breaks sweeping in 4 games.
And they really had a tremendous series. Watching how well these guys
Wembanyama.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Trey Jones. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the line for two. That's good from Doncic.
One of the things that's really impressive about Luka Doncic, and he's already a star, is his continued growth. I mean, season to season, you see this guy working on himself, working on his mind, how he thinks the game and his body, and becoming a better athlete. That spells trouble for the league.
Exum's checked in for the Mavericks. Irving comes in for Okongwu. And so in the game for the Spurs. Inside at the 4 and 5, it's Sochan and Wembanyama. Then there's Devin Vassell, and it's Doc in at the 3, the small forward. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
At the line for the Spurs, Doc.
And it's the Mavericks ball. Doncic passes to Hartenstein. Irving with it. Inside. Here's Doncic. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Doncic has got 41.
You got to appreciate Kyrie Irving's court awareness. Outstanding. Finding open teammates.
And so the San Antonio Spurs win the series and will move on. They snuff out any chance at a comeback with the Game 5 win. Now it's on to the conference finals.
If anyone had doubts about this team and its resilience, I think those have been put to rest. The championship's much more within their reach now, but next round they face a very difficult test.
Well, that'll do it, folks. Glad you could join us for the Western Conference semifinals. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. So long, everybody.
At the line for your Thunder, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
The thing you love about Gilgeous-Alexander is his general feel of playing like a veteran, even though he's still in the early part of his career.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're in front by 4. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.
And guys, no doubt who our pick is going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. He told them, let's end the series now. We've got a chance to do it. Let's take advantage of this situation and the opportunity now, guys.
Thank you, David. And he ends up making the second, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
He gets them to within one possession, but that miss puts a lot of pressure on their defense.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 3. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the Thunder with possession.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Nope. Every opportunity here have to have flawless execution.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth, and he commits the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
Shooting for San Antonio.
And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
Huge free throws. Bumps the lead up to 3, and now they simply have to guard against the 3-ball.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're behind by 3. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
23 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one to tie it up. Tries again. It falls! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
That is world class.
I've seen that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
3-pointer. That shot off. To take the lead. Can't cash in.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game. And so the San Antonio Spurs have won the series.
And what an epic journey this year and all postseason it's been for this basketball team. It's taken them all the way through the best teams in the Western Conference, and they worked very hard to be in this place.
From day one, this was their goal. Make it to the finals. But really, this is just the beginning for them.
Exactly. And, you know, they'll take a moment to kind of bask in victory here, but it won't be a long one. They know they've got a very tough opponent coming for them out of the East, and they're going to get straight to business in terms of prep for the finals.
Still, they get to celebrate tonight, and they've earned it as champions of the West. That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin.